Also with me here is Caitlin Huey Burns, who's been following the Trump campaign for so long, so many months, that when you started, you weren't pregnant. Then you got pregnant, had a baby, went on maternity leave, came back. You were still following the same candidate.
Yeah, that baby is now 14 months old. Donald Trump was the leader at the time. He was the leader throughout the Republican Party. And, of course, last night, as we know the results, he is now the president-elect.
He was a leader in the polls, but few people expected him to last all the way to now. And people are wondering, how did he do it? What's your answer to that question?
A couple things to point out. One, last night when we were leaving the watch party that we were both at, we ran into Trump's political director, and he talked about the ground game, something that was underestimated that the Trump campaign had, a more sophisticated ground effort and a more sophisticated data collection effort. And they really, from the beginning, had targeted low propensity voters. That was a bet. That bet paid off. They thought that there was about 11% of the electorate in battleground states that wasn't paying attention to the news the way that we do, that wasn't paying attention to kind of politics in general, but they would be inclined to Trump's message and his personality. And I think that gets to the other point about what has been underestimated about Donald Trump. I covered his first ever rally in New Hampshire in 2015, covered his last rally in Grand Rapids the other night. He has not changed a bit in those intervening 9 years. And in fact, this campaign leaning more into his personality and his ability to deliver that message. And that message was on the economy and immigration. His closing argument was on immigration and really speaking to an electorate that the campaign believed and that we saw in our anecdotal reporting, talking to voters as you and I have all across the country all year, this kind of unsettled feeling among the electorate, no matter what party you belong to, an uncertain future, wanting more security, and that economic and border, and that's what they tapped into.
Love him or hate him, people knew he was being his authentic self. Caitlin Huey Burns, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.